Okay, we're on YouTube. Good deal. All right, Allison, let me take care of a couple of things so I can get some people over here. And I'll be right back. We got no. Okay, here we go. All right, we're looking good now. All right. Copy. Paste. Well, there's some crazy stuff going on here. Really crazy. All right. Almost done, almost done. All right. Okay, all right. Hello, Blue Angel and Mary Gatto. We got 8 people on YouTube. We got blocked on Facebook again. So anyway, we're starting 14 minutes late. I'm going to bring up our guest, our beloved sister. Hello, everybody in the Zoom room. There she is. Right. So, can you hear me now? I sent you a little note. It says ask to start video. It should ask you to start your video.
Okay, can you hear me?
Oh, there you are.
Wow.
Every time we have problems technologically, we always have a great show.
Yeah.
Hello, Allison.
Hi.
How's it going?
Fine. Beautiful energies today. Beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful picture you have behind you.
Yeah, isn't it?
It's lovely. Yeah.
Merlin was right there.
Yeah, I can see all the ancients all behind you. Beautiful.
Merlin was right there. See that little opening? He was right there.
Beautiful.
Yesterday. Yeah, he was winking at me.
Yeah, no, he's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me just double check what's happening real quick. I just want to make sure. Okay, we got 10 people in the house. If you guys can get on Facebook and share this link, I'd appreciate it, since Facebook is not allowing us to. I just want to check the post I put up, Allison. Hang on one second. Okay, I think they got it. Well, you know what? They can always watch the replay. Right? All right, it's 12-12-12. We've been messaging, and you and Morgan have been messaging for a long time.
Yeah, 16 minutes.
Huh? I think the first time you messaged me was probably 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and I spoke to Morgan. Yes.
Yeah.
Been really busy. Yes.
So this 12-12-12 thing, which really seemed to start 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Really started accelerating yesterday.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm jumping out of my skin. I feel good, but I just feel all this energy, all this Kundalini energy.
The moon is incredible, isn't it?
Do you have any information on that?
Well, obviously, yeah, because I'm doing holographic repair work. Yeah. The moon has been actually amazing. The frequencies coming in from the moon. The moon is no longer a moon. It's been restructured. It's actually a sun. It actually has a moon in the sun. It's the last sun. This is the second sun that we have on the planet now.
The moon.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that fits in with Franco Di Nicola's information. I just said a different way. He said that the moon had been used, as we've all read about and understood, you know, as a satellite for the wrong frequencies.
Yeah, the wrong. Yeah, we've cleared all that. Yeah, we've cleared all the moon. We have all the crystallic beings are on there, all the Andromedas, the Lyrians and the Syrians. We've been working with clearing the moon. The second sun, it was seen, I think I put a post out in May 2018. The moon is not what it seems. It's the last sun.
Yeah.
It has a moon and a sun on it. Yeah, I've actually been on it. I've had an ascension ceremony on the moon as well, which was incredible.
God, I don't know if anyone can even relate to that.
Yeah, because I wrote on Facebook 2 years ago, obviously because I've started doing the holographic repair for about 4 or 5 years now, and it's now trying to put out all the work that we've done. I've worked with the Azarites, I've worked with Akhenaten, the Guardians, Yosha team. We're actually obviously making way for Tara, the new Earth.
Wow. So I just want to go back to that and restate it, that how I think just for alignment, validation. So Franco's comment a couple of weeks ago was that this cycle of the moon would mark a new beginning for the moon.
Yeah.
And that the moon, he said, which is exactly what you're saying, he said the moon from this point on will be like flipped to what it was doing. It's actually going to be illuminating massive amounts of...
It's a crystal. Yeah, it's crystal. It's all been restructured. We've done a lot of work on the moon. Beautiful. This is the last sun.
Was it the lower sun?
The law means love.
Okay. The law sun.
This is the frequency that I work through when I work with my clients. I take them through the law sun.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful.
How did you start doing this?
In
the womb?
I just had a lot of experience when I was younger. Yeah. I did visionary schools and I became a Shume member. That's when my voice will change because obviously energies are going to start working through me.
So wait, you said when you were young, you went through visionary
several experiences. Yeah.
Okay.
Several experiences. And also it's my background is I have Irish in me, I have Fae in the knowing. So I've always been brought up around the superstition and the supernatural environment. And then I became a Shume member, which is a beautiful organization where I heightened my frequency, and that's when things started to shift.
Is that a group that's incarnated, or is that in the ethos?
Shume is Japanese healing. It's a very ancient healing. They're beautiful people, and obviously I was working with high frequencies, and that's when more information started coming in. But my real turnaround was 2016 when I went on a course, and I knew there were going to be galactic beings there. And on the Tuesday, I arrived on the Monday, and Tuesday we had a visitation of galactics. And since then, that day, my life has completely changed.
Wow.
We had a galactic presence because we were doing like a healing group, and I could feel their energy in the group, and I was writing saying the galactics have arrived. And then that evening we all climbed this hill, and I was what happened was one had entered in obviously in one of the colleagues that I was working with, and I was speaking to him. Actually, it was a Pleiadian. And since then, and obviously this, and then they asked to come in the group, and that whole week they were working through us, and this is how I got introduced to Ageon, who's one of my guides because he worked with me. He's part of the Guardian team. He's part of King Pachata's Pleiadian. He's part of the Guardian team.
Wow.
And he's been with me ever since.
Wow.
And yeah, it was absolutely amazing. And then since then, had a lot of galactic presence around me. I actually met Lord Ashtar from Galactic High Command, not the Lord Ashtar that everybody puts on Facebook because another distortion in his name. And I work with him. I'm one of his emissaries. So I've gone through all my galactic bodies. I've worked with Nocturians, Andromedas. I've been trained. They told me that I have this in my cache, and I come here every golden age, which is amazing. The work we've done. I work with a team I used to work with Ramu, where we'd work over the phone, and consciously we'd be traveling to do the grid work.
And where did you get the guidance from? Did you get it from your?
Well, it's because of the team, because of the contact that I had. I mean, I have, and then obviously with my development and with the grid work, it's been amazing, the work that we've done. I've written several posts and put them out on Facebook. That was in 2017, 2018. I have 800 pieces of work that I need to write in a book. I've expanded my light bodies. Obviously, when I'm working in my multidimensional self, I am a city of light. I work with the creator gods now.
And where we?
I've expanded my consciousness. I can withhold their frequency.
I like that word, recall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I teach is, and what I've been taught, obviously, I went back into my timelines, into my cache, which I've brought forward into this reality.
Yeah.
I've had access to the halls of the Menti, all the information from the Syrian library. I've worked with the Light Lords. I'm an emissary for Thoth. And obviously, with the Azurite team, I obviously work with Sananda and Yoshila, which I'm going to bring these energies through in a minute. But there's so much I could tell you what I've done, but these beings want to come forward now.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I mean, I took the crown of Sananda in January 2019, the Christos Michael. So when I work with him, I meld with him, and he assists me in my grid work. I have pictures of me melding with him and crosses.
I think I've seen a couple of pictures.
Yeah. And obviously melding as the Christos Sophia, as the goddess Sophia with him when I work, balancing the divine feminine, the divine masculine.
Yeah, I think we should just go ahead and can do that, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to bring them in now because there's so much information that I could say what I've done. It's been amazing. It's absolutely amazing. The last 3 years.
I can feel it. Should I put a seatbelt on?
Yeah, it's building up now. Working with you, because he's going to come through now. Because this was part of the Azurite program, was to bring the embodiment of him back on the planet, which I hold his frequency. I hold the frequency of the cosmic Christ. The Creator will come in a minute, because obviously I work with Creator and Absolute Almighty. These are the beings that I meld with consciously, because I've expanded my sun body. And when I do my field, and when we work, we're doing the grids. I've done a lot of work removing negative feeds off the planet, the 666 field. Obviously, as above, so below. We've balanced out the divine feminine, divine masculine all around cosmos. I've gone to the galactic core, the galactic center, being the ancient suns, the Risic suns, which are all coming through now to the earth. I'm able to hold that frequency, and it basically is the word. and I hold the knowledge of the founder's consciousness, because what we're doing is we're bringing back the ancient wisdom. When I work with the grid work, I go in and realign timelines and any damage to the holographic repair.
Yeah.
So we've cleared that, and I've also worked with obviously with the masters. I've received the Dome of Cosmos, Ramu, and I've received that, which is one of the highest recognitions that nobody has received on the planet. So I can work with the essence of all of them. When they come in as Trinity. I work with Yoshua, Thoth, Master Melchizedek. I've had received the Cape of Cosmos, but as I said, it all has to be written. But what I've been focusing, because the grid work has had to be done to get Tara ready and Adonai, because everybody forgets the divine masculine of the planet. We've worked a lot of work with the negative alien machinery, removing the feeds, the Black Madonna feeds. Obviously with Mother Mary, the distortion of that, I work with all, because we go in and clear the timelines. But when you do this kind of work and you see Mother Mary cry and the Buddha cry because of all the distortion, and what has been happening is a lot of people, like I'm talking about the light community, there's been a lot of distortion there, and a lot of the spiritual energy still being slooshed because of incorrect teachings. Yeah.
And I don't want to move past what you said about people forget there is Gaia or Terra.
Yeah,
there's also
Tara and Adonai. I work with Adonai. Yeah.
But there's also, no one ever talks about that.
Well, this is it. This is what we've balanced out. We've balanced out the divine feminine, even in crystals. It's incredible. I work with the Atlantis crystals, the Mauryan crystals. It's just been incredible work. Yeah, we forget about the divine masculine.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. I've never heard that there was a mad. I've always heard Mother Earth is a female.
Yeah, and obviously we work with Gia. I mean, she's now, in my eyes, she's ascending and she's working Tiamat, because I work with. I've anchored the Paladoran Covenant on the planet, which is where we've done a massive soul recovery. I work with Paladorans on Tiamat, on the Cataclysm of Atlantis and Lemuria. This is another area that I've been working with.
When you say go and fix timelines or correct timelines, is that like kind of going into the past and correcting?
Future. Yeah, that's what I do. We've gone right back to Atlantis Cataclysm. When I did that, I had 9 guardians around me protecting me in case the other energy came in.
That was, I had like 2 years, probably the 2 years before I met you. I had like 2 years. No, I've talked about it much. The Galactic Wars.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I remember about what I was doing, a lot of movement. I remember there was a lot of movement, but it was like correcting. It was like going in and correcting timelines as another force was, trying to recreate the timelines. It was like a chess game. It was like one move after another. So that resonates.
Yeah. We go in and you clear the timeline, and it's back to the founder's consciousness. This has been going on for eons of distortion. We've rebuilt planets. We've rebuilt Mount Duke, obviously, because all the royals are now coming back to the planet. The Titans. I know I'm one of the first creations. I know that what I hold in my cache. And I know I come here every time to do this, but this time I've succeeded. I've succeeded and returning the planet, bringing back the Symphonic body to the planet, which has all been distorted. And this is something that Metatron brought, but his work has been distorted, everything. And this is what we're doing. We're coming back from realigning the founder's consciousness.
And you say that these consciousnesses that you align with want to come out or want to speak or expand through your book and through, I guess, others' expressions and that type of thing.
Yeah. And it's beautiful. I mean, my house has been so busy for the last 3-4 years. It's just incredible because I have a stargate and a vortex. I'm giving gifts. I'm giving talisman, because every time we do work, they always leave me a rock and a stone, which is a talisman, which I can use in this reality. And it's like with the oils and the candles, they hold my frequency. So they're holding the whole of the dome of cosmos. I'm going to say the word boundless consciousness, because this is a gift from the higher heavens that I'm now able to put in a frequency into this reality. And it's so beautiful, because the work now, because I've met these individuals in the reality. I mean, obviously I met Lord Ashtar in this reality in 2012. I met Sananda, which I didn't know at the time when I was in Paris, when I was going to La Chapelle, because I worked with the crown, which has all been deliberately put there, and we removed the beads from that. And then I think it was 2017, on the 23rd of December, Master Melchizedek was here in this reality on a train, and I couldn't believe it. He was giving me codes. It was just amazing.
Wow.
But he'd obviously asked permission from above for him to do that. But I worked with him. I'm part of the bringing that Melchizedek, and also I work with Michael, because what I've done is I've dropped down to clear the Michael lineage, because the distortion there with Michael with the sword, he doesn't come in with a sword, because that's the male hierarchy on the King of Tyranny. This is a false holographic slide.
So Michael,
we've gone in and
so much of it's distorted, which makes it challenging, you know, to attach to anything. You know, it's just
And the thing is, they knew this window was coming, because don't forget these I'm going to call them the controllers, like the Greys and the Draconian. They control the grids. So they knew this time was coming. So they're not going to let go of this planet. So they've distorted everything. They've ripped up, because the planet is a spiritual body. And this is the work that I've been doing, is building that spiritual body. Yeah. And with the grids, whoever controls the grid controls the, you know, the mindset of that population, which we've gone in and cleared. I mean, i.e. with the, you know, the implant of the crucifixion and that storyline.
Where does it stand now? On this 12-12.
Sorry?
I mean, on this 12-12-12, and
you see, this is what I don't. This is another thing I don't get. Is the grids that everybody keeps talking about? To me, that is an old grid, because I know I've rebuilt other grids, and the only way through is through the last sum.
No, I mean, where do things stand now? Is the new grid built? Is it constructed?
But there is still a lot of distortion, and that's why it's you've got to be very careful what you give your energy to. I'm talking, you know, individuals that are deliberately causing distortion, because the main object of, I'm going to call them the controllers, is to shatter this divine seed atom, and also and not make you able to have your somebodies. Because if you haven't got your somebodies and your correct bodies, you are not going to ascend. You're going to keep on this lower astral. And this why a lot of the information has deliberately been put out there to confuse a lot of the white light workers, and especially platforms like Facebook have been used, because a lot of people, I don't look, who are supposedly channeling these individuals, they're not. It's just information coming in. Until you actually expand and work with that being in your, you know, in your field, then you know you're getting the pure divine essence of that being.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael, I mean, his name's been distorted. We've gone in and we've cleared that. And another what we did in August was I cleared Stonehenge. That was a major operation. And that was where that, see, I live in the UK, which is one of the darkest places to live, that they control most of the grids on the planet, you know. And, you know, with the Mason grids, this is all being cleared as well. A lot of these places where they cause distortion, where they're black hearts, and this is what we've been doing. We've been turning them into aurora platforms to focus to, so the biofrequencies are now Trinity waves, trio frequencies. This is the frequency that I work with. Because a lot of these grids are, with the distortion, they make a storyline, and then they get groups which they feed off that energy into that black heart operation. I mean, and I'm going to say it, make a quote here, like Glastonbury. That was funded. That was the Mansion House. This was the Black Magicians, and a lot of that female energy has all been siphoned, been sleuthed. And this is why it's so important to be in control of your light bodies and have this activation with the sun body, so your divine seed atom is intact, so you can choose, you know, you start working with your multidimensional light bodies.
And how do you activate that sun body?
Well, obviously through initiations and through what, yeah, this is something I do because I've been allowed by Creator to work with the divine seed atoms. I've actually been up to the Essence book and been with Lord Sanat Kumar and allowed to touch the souls. And this is what we do when we do soul recovery. We look for light, and then it has to be rehoused in the body. So we've gone and we've cleared all those timelines.
Very cool.
Incredible what's been happening.
And
So I tend to stand back because I can see a lot of people in their teachings, whereas I'm going to call the negative energies, they are sluicing the energy of some of these light workers' bodies. And a lot of people have aspects of them. They think that, you know, and this, yes, we're all one. Yes, we all are one, but we're all on individual spiritual journeys. We all have different bodies. We all have different blueprints. We've all come here at different stages of our evolution. So it's up to the individual to do the work. And this thing of all one, that means that's taking your eye off the ball. And that's when other energy come in and you're giving your energy to a group. And this is why you have to be very careful. And some of us, obviously, I have a different body because I've activated more. I mean, more of, you know, because I'm from a non-dimensionalized, and I work with the crystal star and aurora platforms.
And so when you do session work, do you pull in these
The soul
essences?
parts, yeah, I build them. What I do is I build all the light bodies, because you see, like a lot of these gateways, a lot of people have got parts of them in the astrals and they're not connected as soul in their bodies. And I connect them in their light bodies. Then we have to start with the different activations. For some bodies, the merit shield. I work with the Azenes and the cathar grids. I rebuild the Symphonic body. These are the cathars and the Azenes that have been slaughtered. And I'm going to say the storylines around Magdalene have totally been distorted. She's from the Holy Emerald Order.
Yeah. She's
connected to Raphael. Yeah, amazing. She's connected to the Queen of Sheba.
Where can somebody find all this history, this whole story? Is it out there anywhere?
Well, I have information, obviously, with the work and what we've been given, and the information that I have to work with. I mean, I know with the mission work that I've done, that I have recorded, I've gone in and cleared a lot of those black hearts that are in France. Yeah.
And when you do session work, do you channel these essences?
They'll come in, yeah. They'll come in. My voice is changing now, yeah. It depends, obviously. You know, first of all, I will realign and clear, yeah. And then we start building the light bodies. But this is very important, is this divine seed atom, the permanent seed atom, so you're intact, yeah. And so many people are unaware of that.
So the importance being to activate it.
Yeah, your God self, your permanent self, yeah.
And
as whole. But I've had people that are healers that have just totally stripped themselves down, thrown all their work away and started from, I mean, the only person that I would say that I would look at would be Lisa Rennie work. But then again, we surpassed a lot of what she's written.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
a lot of it's
yeah.
A lot of it's the old narrative, and
yeah, it is. I mean, like the Yoshula, we've completed that mission, and Akhenaten.
Yeah.
I mean, I had, Amun Ra, like in 2016, bringing me gold. I was taken to the Golden Galaxy. I've worked with the Light Lords. I know I've received a lot of information with the founders' tablets. Yeah, and it's not the Emerald tablets. Everything's been totally distorted. And access to this sacred knowledge from the halls of the Mentor. But I've done my work, and obviously, with your initiations and your ceremonies, the more you do, the more they will reward you.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and I know everybody's ascending, and all, a lot of starseeds have not been doing the work because they've been tampered with. And I know 2 major players that have been in my life that have come here, and one has come with me to do the mission. I mean, he's not doing the mission because of the distortion, because they know as soon as you come in who you are.
Of course.
And this is why they put, your relatives, they mix, they make it very difficult for you, they give you a wrong partner, it's all part of that energy, to stop you from realizing who you are. And especially in a divine masculine and a Heris Gamma situation, they've made it impossible for people to get together. Some of them, and there's a lot of people that think they're in the correct partnership, but they're not. And that's another thing, is that they're solutioning sexual energy also from these particular partnerships.
Yeah, I can relate to all this.
Yeah.
So which essence are you most kindred with? Which one comes through you mostly?
Well, obviously I work with Yoshila, Sananda, I took his crown, and obviously Michael. My voice is changing now, they're going to come through now. And I work with Creator and Absolute Almighty.
Yeah.
It's been incredible, because obviously when I hold these frequencies and we've done the work, my body has to readjust, and there'll be days when we were doing the work, I'm not here for 3 days, I'd be here, but you can't kind of function very well. But everything they've done with me, they've done gradually. But it's been amazing journey. But obviously where I live, I've had to do a lot of work here, but now my work is more on the ground now rather than up there, because we're re-educating the law of one, with reformation of the Christos Sophia, but I've just recently come back, October, from America, and I worked around Wall Street there, and that was amazing, because that was on Indigenous Day. And then I did a massive soul recovery at the Watchung Reservation. That was beautiful, opening stargates there. But I'm obviously one of what they write about in their prophecies. It's just an amazing journey. But now it's time for me to tell my story.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. But I've worked with Morgan, obviously. Because Morgan and she's an ancient Titan. As soon as I saw her, I knew who she is. Yeah.
It all resonates.
It's
bringing code and memories up.
Yeah.
So what is the relation between the galactic and the angelic, or the galactic and the essences, such as?
Well, the difference in frequency, or it's to me, the galactic is a stronger energy. It varies. I mean, obviously when I work with Isis, or Zegmet, and all the beautiful divine feminines, it's beautiful, different.
Wow.
But I am the goddess of fear, and I've come to bring my children home. I know my embodiments. They've shown me. I'm a sun goddess. I'm a Mamariso. When I work with people, I transfigure as a sun. I've access to all the ancient temples that we've activated on the grid now, the Aurora platforms. So when people are ready, I can take them in these temples. I've connected with Atlantis. I've connected the platforms for the Lemura, Atlantis, and Agartha, and we've connected to the center of the cosmos. And it's not where everybody thinks it is. It's all been distorted. Stop you finding out.
Yeah, it's probably
It's
right
all
under our.
connected now. I've connected through from the Golden Galaxy. This is where I get my gold from. They leave me beautiful with Inner Earth, and that's something we're bringing forward for the festive season is the King Christos, because I removed the feed from the Santa Claus, which is quite heavy. You know, the storyline on that. We cleared that, and we're bringing through, you know, King Christos. I work with the unicorns. I've connected with the horses. All the animals are very highly conscious now. The horses have been connected to their unicorns, to their higher selves. Beautiful work that's been going on.
Yeah.
And everybody's seeing more because the energies are shifting and it's now safe. But, you know, like with Merlin, like, you know, obviously he was there to protect the beautiful, you know, inner earth people. And now it's now safe for them to come out because we've been working with the grid. With the dragons, we've been to the 18th cosmos. All the ancient dragons are coming forward now because we've removed all the seals of the planet.
Makes you wonder what 2020 is going to look like.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's about reclamation, really.
Reformation.
Yeah, reclamation. But you've got, as I say, you've got to be, you know, as I say, be aware of what you're giving your energy to, because a lot of these energies are working with people. I know I'm saying I a lot, but a lot of these energies are working with females that have got quite big gatherings, have got an ego. Yeah. And this is another thing I'm going to bring forward is taking the names of these masters, Melchizedek, and it's against the law of one.
What is?
Taking the names of masters.
Oh, taking the name. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're not part of that lineage.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when we speak about this, so when we write about the lineages and they say that they're fallen ones, but they're not. They've been trapped in phantom matrices because these masters, they travel obviously, and then they're getting trapped in phantom matrices. And obviously with Michael that have the Baluz group, the aliens, they've been making imposters.
Who has?
The Baluz group, but they've been all cleared off the planet now. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've dealt with that. I mean, yeah.
To thine own self be true.
But with, as I say, with what's going to be happening, obviously, slowly things will be closed down. You know, that doesn't resonate with the law of one because this has been going on for too long. When we worked with Mother Mary to see Mother Mary cry because of all the distortion that the church has presented with the Black Fleet, the Black Madonna.
Yeah.
And they're still doing it in Jerusalem now. And there's still groups of people still playing into that energy.
Well, they're fading fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're fading fast. So
yeah.
We keep expanding. I mean, it's already, they can't stop it now. Nothing can stop it now.
No.
So this all started coming to you in 2016. And
well, what was when I met Magalat was the major thing. Yeah. So for the last, it's been really quite heavy ongoing. I mean, when I work with Ramo, we do like 2 missions a day, because we'd work and then we'd get a call, say like 8 o'clock, to do other work. I've done 3 parts of my ascension now. I'm immortal now. I'm here in this reality, yeah. And my second part was when Enki took my seal off my second DNA. I mean, his name's been distorted. They've all been distorted, and especially Theof.
Yeah.
He's connected to Almighty Absolute. He's done so much for this planet.
Yeah.
With the Hermetics, they've twisted everything. And the tablets had nothing to do with him. It's the founder's tablets. He's always been there for me. You know, obviously being, you know, the king of Atlantis, the connection there. And Lord Ashtar, you know, amazing. I was given, we've had our own fleet abacus team. We were given a fleet that I work with from King Pachacha, the king of Pleiadians. And I've only just recently, the last year, worked with the Octoroons, but I work with those on the high frequency, because with the MK Ultra, that when we're doing work, mission work. Absolutely beautiful. And the love, you know, it's unreal, cosmic love. When you start really opening this heart and working, let these energies work through you and feel that expansion. And with the American trip that I did, I worked with a lot of autistic children, which are beautiful crystal children. A lot of them are Blu-rays, and they've been deliberately targeted. But I'm able to work with them consciously now, working with removing the toxins as well. That's something that I've asked for to do. Beautiful, beautiful children. The people are just so unaware of what has been happening. And this is why it's very important to be in control of your other aspects in your light bodies, in your field.
Some people would, you know, say, I'm not even familiar with my light body or my other aspects, but
Yeah.
they could just be conscious of their own field.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the core of it, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, but when you start learning, you know, your other aspects, when you're doing because I mean, you're multidimensional, your interdimensional work, that's when you're in control of that. Feeling your body here, then feeling your body there, and feeling your body in another place when you're working. But this is how they've controlled the planet, is via these light bodies, controlling your outer grids.
And that's cleared.
Yeah, yeah, and it's only just recently that we've worked with like the Solar King, the Sun King, where they were in trap, yeah. But now people have got access now to their sun bodies through the work. And what they'll do is if they see your work, you know, service to others, they will encourage you. And sometimes if there's a problem with an individual, like I send other starseeds and people that come to the mission, they will give you their filement, they will give you a cash. Because I know I've received other people's information. I mean, especially somebody I work with the CD plates, I had to take her work because of obviously she'd been affected by the frequencies on this planet.
So you're saying that if they see your work serving the collective, other starseeds will come to you and provide for you what you can't provide.
No, I'm on about above will give you your, you know, because like with your cash, your DNA is matched obviously with your service and your initiations. They give you more, they give you crowns, they give you rings, they give you, you know, through your service. But what I'm saying is that if you have like, they can see you are really, you know, Law of One, spiritually evolving, they will assist you without a cash that found maybe from somebody else.
Yeah.
Who's not well enough to continue the mission.
Yeah.
Which I know they've done on several cases, but yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Mm.
Powerful stuff. Powerful.
My main work now is on the level now, obviously being in the UK, being near London, there's a lot of work to be done. I mean, today of all days, we've got the voting, but that's all deliberately on this day. You see, that's another energy solution. People are so unaware of how they're taking the energy, and this is why I'm stipulating it's very important what you give your spiritual energy to.
Yeah. Well, moment by moment, right?
Yeah, especially with these groups.
I mean, if you think about what you just said in today's 12-12-12, that was done by design, and think about the mindset of most of the people standing in line.
I know. That's why I don't do it. Yeah.
So like feeling stress, seeing opposing signs, and just think of the frequency.
Yeah,
and
that's solutioning it. Yeah,
and that's the sustenance. That's the food.
They feed off. Yeah,
that's the food. Yeah.
And this is what they've been doing with these gateways. I mean, because as I say, I work differently with the grids, but this is what they've been doing. You know, if you've got a group of people going, oh, we're going to do this meditation at this time, I mean, and it's a false grid. I mean, what better way to solution and spiritual energy?
Yeah.
This is why I get very, I don't look anymore, but this is what's been happening. And like, with the war zones and that, we've gone in and cleared the war zones that on the grid because they've deliberately been set up to solution that energy.
Yeah. Wow.
There's so much people are just unaware of. And it's such an honor to do this work.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Yeah.
And it was quite interesting because when I used to write my posts, I used to write I. And some light workers said, well, you should write as we. I said, well, no, I'm writing as I because I'm experiencing it and I'm doing it for the we.
Yeah.
Because no way are they experiencing that grid work what I've just done. It's yeah. But I tend to, as I say, I work on my own now, But luckily I've got clients now that I've brought along, especially the lady I went to see in New York, and that she was seeing everything I was doing, which was beautiful.
Wow.
And it was just so beautiful to work with the ancients now as well, the ancient wisdom keepers.
So are you in constant communion with them at all times? They just come in and out?
Yeah. My house is full of this room's full of everybody now because they're all wanted to, constant. There's always something happening. Because I mean, when I look at my work, I've practically spent a year in other dimensions. If because I was looking at the 800 pieces of work, and most of the work is 45 minutes, and then sometimes we do other things. I thought, hold on, and I worked it out, and I thought, I've been a year not in this reality doing the work. But it was quite funny when we first started the work. They used to tell us off because we used to joke because we didn't. Obviously, it's quite a lot of. When we're getting all this information in, 3 days later, you suddenly realize, and they'd say and I joke, and they go, we appreciate your humor, but this is really important, and I'd have Ra come in and everybody come in, Metatron, beautiful.
Yeah. Even
with my products, I mean, with the frequency, the Ra codes, the ancient sun, the La, and the symphonic codes. This is the co-creation codes for the Kundra golden age. We started a new wheel of creation. I think it was we did work of the 5th this year. I worked with a universal time matrix. It's
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're stepping up now. stepping out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because every time that happens, somebody else does it and somebody else does it. But this information is important. It needs to be put out there.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to, I want you to do whatever you want, but I don't want to run out of time because we have another show in a little bit, in 30 minutes, but we got about another 15 minutes. I just want you to know that. I just want you to know that in case there's anything you wanted to do.
Yeah. Just the energy's picking up now, actually, yeah. And I am going to come forward, you know, obviously with working with Sananda and taking his crown.
Yeah.
And obviously being the blue flame goddess and Michael, working with Michael and correcting that lineage for the Michael and for the Melchizedek. It was an honor to do that. I'm going to bring in creator now for you. My voice is changing now. Just want you to just all sit in this energy at the moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring all your soul parts in. I'm going to work with your divine seat atoms now. This is what they've told me to do now, yeah. My voice is changing. I'm going to bring in creator's frequency now. So open your hearts now, feel that frequency. Feel that love. Feel that expansion. Just clearing through your bodies now. A lot of you will be tingling now. Just working around your higher heart now. A lot of emotion now that's releases now. Just feel that love. Feel that love of the creator. Connect to that frequency. Your love. Just bringing in Yoshua now, bringing in Sananda. Cosmic Christ. Send this love out. Let's send this love out to the whole of the cosmos. Seeing that golden energy ripple out. Connect to that energy now. I'm rebuilding a lot of your outer bodies now. Bringing you in from the astrals. Bringing in those soul parts. Feel that love. A lot of you are feeling a lot of activity around your higher hearts now. Working with your divine seed atoms now. Feel that expansion. Going to bring in the goddess Sophia now. Balancing the divine feminine and divine masculine. Feeling her love. Bringing that through my heart now to you all. Just feeling that embrace and that grace. Just make that connection now through your heart and higher heart. A lot of you are having a lot, clearing a lot now in your solar plexus now, releasing that emotion. I want to say the Lord's Prayer now for everybody, because we've forgotten this spirituality. We've forgotten our spiritual evolution. Bringing in Creator now and Almighty. Our Creator who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy will be done on earth, on heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Deliver us not from evil, for thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever, as it is on earth, as it is in heaven. The law of one, the re-education of the law of one. Feel that love now, feel that expand into that love. Feeling that love from the high heaven. Feeling that love from the gods. They're all here. Zeus, Poseidon, which is what we want, heaven on earth. Feeling that expansion now all over in your heart. I just want to bring you in. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Just feel, just sit in that energy now, everybody. You need to drink lots of water and go around, everybody. Take this frequency and lie on the ground, give it to the creek. Because this is what we should be working, this heart should be vibrating. This diamond heart assisting the grid. Can you hear me? Yeah. What I'm going to do now is, once I forget, is this. This is my oil, and I want you to all smell my oil. I forgot all about this. Sorry, 1 moment. This is my oil. I want you to smell the frequency of the raw symphonic codes that are in this oil. You'll be able to smell it now, it will come through. Tingling all your body. Can you feel that? Smell that? Feel that frequency. Beautiful essence. These are the raw last symphonic codes. This is my essence in the oil of all the grid work that I've done. Working with the divine seed atom, a lot of people have it to protect their fields, which is beautiful because it's made specially for that individual. It has the golden, she's brought through from Atlantis, the golden galaxy and inner Earth. See how the frequencies change now. Can you hear me? Yeah. Quite joyful now. The energy shifted. Sit in that energy. Stay that energy. You see all the ancients standing behind you now. The trees have all got faces in. They're beautiful.
Mm-hmm. True.
The dwellers out there, Merlin's out there. I work with Arthur, obviously the Tintagel, the grids, and Excalibur, and Napoleon. You see, this is a cozy planet now. I work with a great divine director. Alexander the Great I work with, he was another embodiment of Michael. Julius Caesar, Napoleon, Krishna, obviously there's a grid worker who works with me. Siva, all. Come to bring my children home. The goddess Sophia has got the planet back.
We're going to have to do this again.
Yeah.
We've run out of time.
Yeah.
We got another show in 14 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm going to need 10 minutes to lay on the ground and integrate this.
Yeah. Just really get the energy to get and drink water. And Morgan as well, because it's all in that building now. Yeah. But obviously, my voice is obviously like, you know, to promote my oil and my candles, which is fine, yeah. My voice is changing, yeah. There was so much I wanted to say.
Well, let's do it again.
Yeah,
Morgan will reach out to you. Morgan will reach out to you.
Yeah.
Quick. Yeah, we got this.
Yeah, but as I say, if people are interested, just message me on Stargate Royal Sophia on the Facebook page for the oils and candles. They're absolutely beautiful products. It's just, yeah. There's nothing like it on the planet, you know. As I say, I've been given the gifts from heaven now to bring down.
Can you put the links? Can you put the link in the comments?
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, on the comment. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Well, it's aliageon.com or Ali Ageon on Facebook. Or
okay. I'll get it circulated through Facebook.
Yeah, because I'm not. I need. This is another thing. I've got to get my act together on my marketing. But I did a TV program in America, which is going out just the week before Christmas. So that'll be quite interesting. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, we had a studio then. Yeah, it was Yoshua and everybody came through.
Man, I'm gonna have to see that. All right, we got to run to the next one. Lots of love. We don't usually have them. We usually have it 2 hours apart, but today we had.
Yeah,
but it's all perfect. It's all perfect.
Go and lay in the snow.
All right. See you later.
See you later. Bye.